Dear friends in Christ, today the church celebrates the memorial of St. Charles Lwanga and his companions, a group of young Christian martyrs from Uganda who gave their lives for Christ. Their witness is both shocking and inspiring, a powerful reminder that the gospel is not merely a message of comfort, but a call to radical discipleship, even to the point of death. Charles Lwanga and his companions were committed to their Christian values. They were arrested and tortured for refusing to renounce their Christian faith and for resisting immoral behavior. In our first reading, Paul said, "But now, compelled by the Spirit, I am going to Jerusalem. I do not know what awaits me." Paul was committed to his missionary mandate. He was not sure of what awaits him in Jerusalem, yet he was compelled by the Spirit because of his commitment. One thing Paul was sure of is it won't be easy for him in Jerusalem, yet he was committed to going to Jerusalem for the sake of Christ. St. Charles Lwanga and his companions were also committed to their Christian values and were not deterred by the persecution they faced in Uganda. Yes, they value faith over fear, truth over compromise, and holiness over survival. They were young, they were talented. They could have chosen an easier path by simply giving in to pressure, but they chose instead to stand for Christ. Christian religion is not always safe or popular, but it is true and life-giving. Martin Luther once said, "A religion that gives nothing costs nothing, and a religion that suffers nothing is worth nothing." The martyrdom of Charles Lwanga and his companions became the seed of the church in Uganda, which is now one of the most vibrant and faithful Christian communities in our world. We may not be called to face death to our faith, but each of us is called to witness, to stand for what is right, pure, and godly in a world that often mocks or rejects Christian values. I should ask myself today, what am I living to sacrifice for Christ? St. Charles Lwanga and his companions did not die because they were rebels or fanatics. They did not die because they upheld the ideology of Uganda. They died because they were committed to their Christian values. They loved Christ more than life. Their sacrifice planted a flourishing church in Africa, and their legacy inspires the global church today. May their courage strengthen us. May their purity inspire us, and their faithfulness make us to be committed to Christ and our Christian values.